We're taking a look at scary videos.
A young woman says she's been hearing strange noises inside her house late at night. Soft footsteps, faint movement, sounds that don't seem to belong there.
Already, I'm going to point out that thermodynamics plays a large role in most of the weird noises that you hear at night. You know, floorboards creaking because the house is cooling down and contracting, or expanding if the HVAC system is kicked on to heat up your home in the winter.
Every time she gets up to check, she finds nothing. No open doors, no broken windows, no sign of anyone inside. This unsettling pattern continues for weeks. Then one night the noises return. But this time they're coming from outside. She grabs her phone.
Okay, so the sounds coming from inside your house, that's one thing. But hearing sounds outside is like saying, I see a car in a parking lot. They better be some pretty awesome sounds, at least paranormal sounds.
Phone starts recording and slowly walks toward the source of the sound.
If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Okay, this is already turning out to be just some stupid bullshit. What? No, it's your sister, roommate, or mother. You're just making a scary video as indicative by your stupid sound, your TikTok viral audio bullshit. Looks like a pretty normal lady to me. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's very clear that this is just a TikTok, like, make a video, try to make it scary so that you get a lot of views and then get a lot of money. Nothing exceptionally creepy or paranormal to this.
As she carefully approaches her open garage door, her
Yeah, no, dude, we saw it, but
peeking from behind a tree just beyond her property, a face, pale, still, watching. There's no visible body, just a head partially exposed from behind.
well, the reason why the body's not visible there, whoever the fuck this uploaded this, Scary Comp, Ghoulman, Haunter, maybe no, not Haunter, whatever. I don't keep track of this shit anymore. The reason why the body's not visible, or why you think there's no body, is because the body is behind the tree. You can't see the body. It's not a headless float. It's not a floating head. It's somebody who's peeking out from around the bush.
Behind the tree. The moment she sees it, she panics and runs back inside. Later, she claims this could be paranormal activity, some kind of unexplained presence caught on camera. But
when did she say that?
Where is the rest of it? And what exactly was standing in her yard that night?
I want to hear the other sounds you're claiming to hear inside your house. I guarantee you it's thermodynamics. This is regular expansion and contraction.
He's documented unexplained sounds and possible paranormal activity inside his home. But this year began quietly.
It's a thin-ass closet.
Quietly. That changed when he started hearing children giggling. First from the attic, then from the basement. Now, whatever is inside the house appears to have moved
This guy.
this time to the utility room in his garage.
This guy's adding sounds in post. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, unlikely as it may be. I mean, it's unlikely. We're struggling for views, but this guy adds sounds in post. It's very obvious once you notice it.
Without warning. And whenever the noise suddenly stops, he feels the need to check it.
Why does it seem like that's also in Morse code of SOS? A few videos ago, I'm not sure when the video is going to be live, probably later, much later, but there's a house that has SOS being played on repeat from the lighting system, and this looks like it's Morse code for SOS as well, but...
And this is what he keeps finding.
Nah, never mind.
Closely.
Oh, this is a new one.
What the hell?
Open the door, dumbass.
Oh, shit. It's a
what? A fucking poltergeist? Yeah, that's how you fucking tidy up the place. You keep the phone recording in one hand and you start putting things up on the shelf.
So was this. What the, I mean, there's no animal in here.
Well, I mean, if you didn't cut the video, maybe I would have believed you, but...
In my mind. I was in the kitchen. I just started hearing the craziest commotion out here in the garage. And
commotion.
This is the result. There's no raccoon in here or anything. I mean, there's nothing that could have done this.
Well, sure, but we also didn't see anything other than the lights turning on and off, and you can do that remotely. Like, literally, you can use a remote. You don't have to use your phone for the Wi-Fi enabled lights. You can program a remote. The only thing that we saw was just that the door knocked into that, like, carrier or whatever the hell that is.
Each time Kyle opens the door, the room is in disarray, objects scattered, items knocked over, but no one is there.
I mean, he claims those dish racks were up there on the shelf, but we didn't see them fall, which means we only have his word to take for it. And I've caught him manipulating his audio on multiple occasions. So, you know, your word isn't really worth much, is it there? Authorically and...
At first, he considered the possibility.
Author Kyle Anthony.
That theory quickly falls apart. What kind of animal could cause that much damage? Reach that high and leave behind no physical trace? And animals don't typically interfere with
Dude, your AI is fucking...
electricity, so why is the light flickering? Until Kyle shares more footage?
The light is flickering simply just because he has some mechanism in place that allows him to flicker the lights.
Paranormal disturbance.
If he's willing to fake the audio in multiple videos, like when we went and we looked at his attic space video with spectrogram, and we found clear tampering with the audio. Like he had it compressed, but every time the girl giggled, it would be above the compression layer. There was audio in there. Once again, I don't know if that video is coming out, if it already came out by this point, or if it's coming out in the future. The scheduling system is all kind of messed up because I'm moving and I'm trying to make sure that the uploads don't stop. And now I'm adding additional uploads to 3 a week because my brother hasn't been uploading, and there's too big of a gap between my Saturday video and my Thursday video because he's supposed to be uploading on Tuesdays, but whatever.
TikTok user known as Mama Lady 6 says she was taking a quiet evening walk through the mountains near Lewiston, California. She was heading to a local Christmas event when something ahead caught her attention. At first, it
must be nice to have that no snow in around Christmas. We had like fucking 4 feet of snow.
Doesn't seem unusual, but as she slowly turns her camera toward a nearby house, the reason for her discomfort becomes clear.
So she's upset about somebody's decoration.
She captures looks less like holiday decoration and more like something from a disturbing horror movie.
Let's see.
What the f?
It's a little bit freaky.
I thought it was a person for a second.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's really neat. Let's look at it closer. Nice. So my assumption is that because Halloween is not too far behind Christmas, just a month, it seems relatively simple to just leave your Halloween decoration up and then just add something to make it look like Christmassy. Or maybe they just leave their decorations up all year. I mean, we do. I mean, we used to when we had a house. Now that we live in an apartment and then not going to be an apartment anymore, even less decorations will be used. Yeah, this is normal.
Don't go in that house because you're gonna die.
I mean, it's not normal, but it's not weird. You know what I mean?
Sitting motionless on a chair on the front porch is a tall, human-sized doll. It's positioned upright.
It's very clearly a Halloween decoration, probably like a ghost maiden Halloween decoration. In fact, I think based on what I'm seeing, I might be able to actually just Google Lens it and find the exact Halloween decoration if it is a conceivable or if it exists. Oh, that's fascinating. It comes up with a lot of. It's a very particular thing apparently. Magog, flying crank ghost. This seems to be something. As you can see, it is a popular costume. Ignore the cone heads down there, but there does seem to be a very specific costume that people like to dress up as. So that is something. That is a character of some kind.
No sudden jump scare, but in the silence of that isolated mountain road, the figure feels wrong.
Perhaps some sort of religious.
Whether it's an elaborate decoration, a prank, or something else entirely.
There's nothing elaborate about. I mean, I suppose it is a little elaborate considering the fact that it looks like a person, but
creepy videos you can't quite explain. And sometimes, in scary videos like this, it's not what moves that.
It's not scary. It's not even slightly scary.
Wow. A video uploaded in 2020 captured something that many viewers still can't explain. Just after 9 p.m.
Or the crunchy audio. It's buffering. Hold on a second.
Walking toward her front door. Nothing seems unusual at first. But what happens next has made this clip one of the more disturbing pieces of paranormal footage circulating.
There you go. It figured it out.
Because it's not fully dark yet.
Seconds after she steps in.
Okay, it is camera compression. So essentially what happens is a camera will be taking a video of a specific area for such a long period of time that it'll freeze most of the frame. Like most of this is frozen and it only updates pixels that are moving. The raindrops you can see as they come down, like you get I guess they're probably insects. The insects are fluorescing in the light and they're leaving ghosting trails. And see this frame here? You see these? Whoops, let's use our arrows. I like the arrows better. So yeah, these are where the insect was. It updated the prediction for the entire time the insect moved through the frame. The problem with that is that the insect is no longer there, but the evidence of the insect remains for several frames later. But as you can see here, there's one particular portion of this that was not updated to have the flight path of the insect controlled. This particular spot here is where we know that the frame has given the camera the P frame and then begun constructing a new P frame. Do you understand? Only the pixels that move are updated. Now, this person who's currently outside of the infrared range, as you can see here, see how there's a bright space near the bottom here? And then as it gets to around here, it starts to diminish until there's no more clear, visible infrared light flooding the area. Well, the person who's standing right here just so happens to be standing outside of the visible range of the IR light on the camera. And cameras are really complex in that they are dumb as shit. Complex as in you need to do additional things to ensure that your security camera is operating at its full capacity or full capabilities. Now, one of the big things about that is that in night vision cameras, ample infrared light is required. It's not optional. It's required for proper functionality of security cameras. So this person is standing outside of the infrared range of this particular security camera. If you really wanted to ensure that your security camera would properly capture the events that are happening on your front doorstep, the first thing I would do is ensure that this isn't blocking half the light. But if that was not an option, I would install a post somewhere on your front lawn, ugly as it may be, necessary for security. And then I would install an infrared light to cast light down in this space down here. That way, anybody who's approaching your house from this road here, coming up the grass, would be properly captured by your security camera. But the security camera lacks that light, and that's why that person appears transparent, because it can't differentiate the person from the background.
Seconds after she steps inside and out of frame.
Yeah, we saw it.
Staring. There are no visible facial features, no clear movement.
See, it could be two things. It could be somebody she knows that she's just going inside for a moment to grab something and then they're going to leave together again. Or it could be something that's worse. It could be a stalker, and that person might do harm to her. And because her security camera was installed in such a fashion that we weren't able to capture the appearance of the person, she will never see justice. See why it's important that we have security cameras properly situated on your building and properly given proper lighting to ensure that the entire scene is fully captured by your security camera? What if she got kidnapped? You know what I mean? What if this individual who's walking into the house, what if she goes missing? And the only piece of evidence that we have is that. I think that we should all endeavor to properly learn about the capabilities and limitations of our security systems if we're intending to install them. I used to be a CCTV expert. I used to do this for a living. So you can trust my word on this. Go get an infrared floodlight and flood that fucking yard.
Beyond its slow approach, just a silent presence caught on camera. The girl is already safely inside. But whatever was outside that night has never been identified, and it hasn't been seen.
And that's why.
Again, this footage was captured by a family security camera. But after reviewing the video,
you know what, I really dislike TikTok security camera videos because we got a 1080 by 1920 slice of the security camera where anything that could be causing whatever happens in the middle is probably here or on the other side. That way.
Everything she thought she knew about her home changed. For months, she had experienced strange noises, unexplained movements, that quiet feeling of being watched. At the time, she dismissed it all as coincidence.
Hang on, what did he just say?
Unexplained movements, that quiet feeling of being watched.
If you have a quiet feeling of being watched, you either have anxiety or you need to check the P-traps throughout your house. I'm going to continue to drill this into everyone's homes or heads. If you go down in your basement, you feel a sudden feeling of dread, you feel shaky and jittery, like you're being watched or followed, and you start to see shadows out of the corner of your eye, you're being poisoned by hydrogen sulfide because one of the fixtures that are in your basement, be it a small sink or a floor drain or possibly an unused extra shower that is down in your basement, the P-trap has dried out and the sewer gas is entering your house. And we go nose blind really fast to sewer gas. And you don't know that you're actively being poisoned by hydrogen sulfide. You need to go downstairs frequently, I mean, once a month at least, and ensure that all of the fixtures in your house have that you have run water through all of the fixtures in your house. This includes guest bathroom showers, kitchen sinks, bathroom sinks, garage sinks. Although the garage sink is not as necessary because most of the time that you open the door and all that blows out. But you still should go and run all of the sinks in your house for about a minute or two pretty frequently, or else you're going to be breathing in sewer gas.
At the time, she dismissed it all as coincidence. Now, she's not so sure. Watch closely.
All right, let's see it. Ghosts stop baby from escaping is a very curious... You left your front door open like this in an environment where you placed your walking toddler. Are you fucking stupid? This is not something that anybody should be doing. If you have a toddler in the house and you don't want the toddler to go outside, you lock your doors. You don't leave the front door open, place your toddler in front of it, and walk away hoping that they're going to open the door and go God knows where. This is bad parenting. Look, the child is trying to go outside. So they're waiting for they're waiting for dad to come home. Oh, okay. So dad is outside. And that's why the child said. So the dad is outside and pulling the string. So the child was never in danger of getting out. Because obviously, why would you set this situation up so that you can create this scary video if you thought that there was a chance that your child would leave the house? The main thing that points that this is fake is just the sheer stupidity and incompetence of leaving a child that can walk and move on its own near an open front door. That's like putting the crib on the windowsill of a 9th floor apartment building and being shocked when your child falls out the window. That actually happened.
In the video, the babysitter steps away for just a
Babysitter? No. Bullshit. Although it would explain why she's being so retarded about that child's safety. No mother would ever. I don't care how dumb you are, except for that one. You know, clearly there are dumb. Holy shit, you know what? I'm losing faith in humanity every time I watch one of these videos.
Back in 2022 on Christmas Eve, Bailey Page returned to her childhood home to spend the holidays with her family. It's a house filled with warm memories, a place she has always considered safe. Late that night, long after everyone had gone to bed, her father was sitting alone in the living room. The Christmas tree lights were still glowing in the dark. For the reason, he decided to take a photo of the tree with his phone. Moments later, he headed upstairs to sleep. Weeks passed. The image remained untouched in his camera roll.
Yeah, as like 99% of all photos you take remain untouched in your camera roll.
Until one day, Bailey's stepmother was scrolling through his photos and noticed something disturbing.
So this was the image that my dad had taken. Prepare yourself for a jump scare, but...
Oh, you know what that makes you? That makes you a fucking liar.
This is nobody that I know.
So we just have your word to go off of it. Let's take a closer look at your fucking photo. The resolution doesn't seem to match the rest of the scene. So if I were a betting man, which I suppose in this line of work I must be to some degree, if I was a betting man, I'd say that this is a photo of your father. Like I see the feet. Okay, I understand that. But this is a photo of your father, of another photo of your father, I should specify, that you've created a silhouette out of and then added it to this photo and then reduced the or increased the feathering of the edges. This is appearing to me as one of the most basic things that you can do in Photoshop. Even without AI involved, you could also just upload the photo and say, hey, add a shadow man to the scene. low resolution, grainy footage video, but I mean photo. But if you take a look at the resolution of this, you can very clearly identify people's faces, even though they're quite small compared to my, like, this is how big this arrow normally is. So imagine this, you go all the way up to here, and yet for some reason, like, and yet the edge of everything is nice and, while blurry, relatively crisp. You can even identify that there is a face here and a face here. You can even kind of understand how they're positioned. You know, her chest, or her head is on his chest, and he's looking off into the distance, and you can even tell that there's snow in the background, okay? So it's a pretty lovely photo, but you see how nice and sharp it is. But then when you look at the ghost here, and you can see that there's a unmistakable level of additional blur on the very edge. And I'm not trying to say that ghosts aren't blurry, I guess, but if I was a ghost and I was a shadow in somebody's house, I sure as shit would have sharper edges than this. All I'm saying is that the resolution of the ghost does not match the resolution of the rest of the photo, and therefore it is photoshopped to some degree, whether by her or her dad or her brother to make a joke. If she's not being pranked, then she photoshopped this photo. That is my verdict.
Near the Christmas tree, partially hidden in the shadows, a figure can be seen.
Partially hidden by the partially hidden in the shadows.
That night, no one else was awake.
I think this is a Photoshop job. I'm not buying it. Neither should you. Where's the next clip? I'm done with this one.
At the time, everything seemed completely normal. Just an ordinary day at the park.
Yeah, this EVP is just somebody yelling off in the distance, and somehow this managed to make the cut as a ghost video. Check this out.
Go! Come on! Come on, go! Come on!
Come on, honey.
I've seen this before in a game.
As the
What a dumb thing for a child to say, but completely predictable for a child to say. But the thing that we're supposed to be understanding is paranormal here is this in the background.
Go!
That helped me. But it seems to me that it's relatively likely that that audio has been added in post, or somebody is asking for help nearby, farther than you think. The person who is recording the video is having selective attentiveness, focusing on the child in the slide, not focusing on the surrounding sounds. She would hear the help me, but it would be filtered out by her brain because she's focusing on the safety of her child coming down a slide. Now, the thing about cell phone recordings are that it prioritizes human voice, human phenome. And the reason why this could be that somebody is quite far away is that the vocal clarity systems built into our cell phones for the purposes of recording videos is so good these days that it could pick up a really quiet whisper and boost that volume so that it sounds like they're right beside the person who's recording. We can't really trust how loud somebody's voice is in a video recorded on a modern cell phone for that reason. In fact, if we look in my camera roll at any video taken, like for instance, this video that I took of an ice storm, if I go to edit and I go to audio, I have the ability to mute music, erase specific layers of the audio. It scans it, and then it tries to figure out what I want to delete. And it'll tell me things like, do you want to delete the sound of the bird? Do you want to delete the sound of cars? Do you want to delete the sound of this, that? But speech. Do you want to boost speech? And I've used this so effectively to record. I record an area and boost the speech, and I could hear as if everybody who was walking around talking at this beach was all being projected through the phone. Like it boosted the clarity of the vocals. But so that's why we can't really rely on the cell phone's like audio capability or recording audio capabilities
Mamanu is a YouTube channel.
You know what I mean?
Indonesian explorer Mamang, known for
I think I prattled on a little bit too long about that, but I think you understand why I was doing that.
Fans of scary videos and paranormal content. In March 2025, he travels deep into a remote forest to explore a house locals describe as extremely haunted.
A house, you say?
A legend years ago, a young woman died suddenly inside the home. Residents believe her spirit never left. They claim her ghost still wanders.
Certain cultures have much more. It's easier to trick them with ghosts. That's convenient framing. This man is full of shit. I don't buy this for a second. Do you buy it? Do you think that that's real? Yeah, I didn't think so. He brought somebody with him. You're right. They're also walking backwards, I think. Maybe. Yeah, he brought somebody else with him to help him film this ghost video. There's more.
Suara di mana?
Yeah, you're very loud, sir.
Tadi ada suara perempuan.
The corridor is completely empty. No movement.
Oh, okay.
Footsteps. No sign that anyone was just there.
Oh, are you saying that that's the continuation of the previous video and the proof was that he cut the video, picked up his camera, and then walked over to show us that nobody was there? He's not even going the right way. The ghost was over here. He's going the wrong way. Ah, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Ghost here, not here. He go wrong way. Shimata. Japanese for shit. All right. Is there any more to this clip? No, there's not. I'm out of time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our channel membership for access to our Discord and check out our channel merch store at ydsmstore.ca. I love you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
We cracked the code, we broke the spell. Another myth debunked so well. Till next time, don't be deceived. Stay sharp, stay smart. Believe in what's believed. Truth wins out every time. Truth wins out every time.